professionals who are familiar with this system has come up with this charm wherein we have a structure basically designed to do that. So this particular presentation is about the project in Davao and project in Iloilo, where we are creating this environment. The project in Pampanga later on will be designed in a similar way. So aside from the power of the pyramid, the healing pond, which is water, fire, wind, these are the basic elements that create the healing of the human individual in his pursuit of his life that will be meaningful to him. So in this structure we have introduced the basic components of that healing covered under charm. As Dr. Melendez has explained, it has to be total. It cannot be just one focus on one. The human body has to undergo the whole process of restorative, alternative medicine, and all these other approaches. And hopefully we could provide more of these facilities all over as we develop more retirement facilities all over the Philippines. Thank you, Doc.
Yeah, I'm looking at a plan here which to be implemented in Iloilo. I think this is the property of architect Modhay. Sir, can you just briefly discuss the size of this property when we have a building, the pyramid, at the same time a kind of a hotel hospital set up? Or Architect Dueñas can explain this thoroughly also.
The basic concept here is to draw medical tourism into an area wherein they're both enjoying their vacation, they're enjoying their retirement years, at the same time they get the opportunity to be healed and be given a new lifestyle that they didn't have before. It just prolongs their life, it gives them a better quality of life, and they are going into a facility that is well equipped to provide them the curative stage at every phase of their life. So as they go in, they could be going there as a visit, as a tourism spot, where you have the pyramid as a feature, you have Stonehenge, you have the Fountain of Youth, and you could go into the healing area within the hotel, and you have rooms that are oriented towards a wonderful environment and an ambience and with lush vegetation all around, and you're very close to nature. And of course you have the usual therapy of dancing and sing along, and enjoying company of others, plus the healthy exercises like meditation, yoga, and all this stuff.
And around these structures, Nat, you will see the beauty of nature, right?
Right. So the whole pyramid area, where the healing, holistic area, where the major healing happens, is within a setting where you have this beautiful surrounding. See, the mind controls much of our health, and so with our heart, that's why the beautiful heart foundation is important, because without that beautiful heart, then we cannot project, a beautiful mind. So our health depends on that. So I guess Dr. Melendez can explain that further.
Oh yeah, we already know that there is such thing as mind over
The
matter.
titles of the land is owned by Architect Modhay, and he willfully joined this group in order to realize this dream of having this particular project in an area where Dr. Melendez can provide
Yeah, and
charm.
just to also bring up to the discussion about diseases that seem to be becoming very difficult to address, that especially cancer nowadays, or other forms of diseases that may turn out to be terminal, as mentioned earlier by Bert. And we are hoping that through our center, through the charm, we will be able to help at least ease the pains, the sufferings of people with cancer and other terminal diseases. So we will envision that we will be giving hope to people with those kinds of ailments. Of course, through the charm and through the Project Retire, that will take place, as mentioned earlier, in Iloilo, in Davao, and in Pampanga. And Bert, do you have something to add?
Yeah, I'd like to point out, viewers and my colleagues over here, I mean, you see there's been two school of thoughts in healing. We have the Western medication, we have the Eastern medication. Now, the Western, we combine both. I'm not saying that the East is better than the West, or the West is better than the East. But you see, the Western a lot of times, has become or had become commercialized lately in the last couple of years, because it seems like when you go to a specific doctor, whether United States, Europe, or the Philippines, when you go, it seems like you don't have a say to the doctor. They just keep on prescribing you, but you don't have any say what are the contraindications of that specific medicine. So it seems like, in other words, every minute counts with them. The more they see a day, it's the better. So it all boils down to the FDA, the medicine, the pharmaceutical. They're all connected. But you see, the Eastern, which is the very basic foundation of this concept, is all about preventative. This has been preventative or preventive, has been in practice for years, ages, thousands of years. You probably experienced that through your grandparents. When you're sick when you were young, they teach you with vinegar. In other words, they don't give you a cough syrup, they don't give you anything for sore throat. They treat you with with honey or vinegar. Then it goes away. Or they sometimes put the vinegar on your head. And also some herbs, like in other words, like ginger, some guava has been used for treatment of some skin diseases, whatever. So it's all about preventative, not only preventative, but it's a combination of the whole thing. So if it needs Western, like surgery, yes, we will have also a physician, a surgeon in the facility. But the very foundation is basically preventative. And I believe, and also mind and the body, they all correlate. Especially, it's the brain that produces the serotonin or the good hormones that makes you heal, that makes the body heal. So I hope everybody understands that. So that's all I have to say in the matter.
And the goal actually of the center is to restore, for those people who have been ill, to bring back to the normal way of life, the healthy way of life. That's why restorative medicine. So when you say restore, not only the physical maybe, we would also like to restore the emotional, the psychological, the spiritual side of our life, because we know that we are not only physical, but more than that, we are also spiritual, emotional, psychological. So that is the essence of, when you say holistic, we have to look at man in all aspects. Because the Western approach to medicine has always been physical. And we know that diseases, more than physical, has also the emotional, psychological, spiritual component. And that is the goal of the charm. Now, as far as the project is concerned, are we trying to create here an awareness among our future clients?